Great to have Mr. today on this very important topic. With this, I will hand over to Mr. Mohammed Abdul Khader bhai to please start the webinar. Thanks a lot for your time.
No problem. Thank you, Shoaib. Hello, everyone. This is Mohammed Abdul Khader. So the topic, as you know, is fraudulent job offers. How to avoid, how to identify fraudulent job offers, and how these job offers, what are the techniques they follow. What are the techniques that they follow for fraudulent job offers? So we'll start. So the agenda is we'll have this security basics. What are the checks that we have to do? Then second, how to identify the tips to identify the fraud. So security check like 1 to 3. Like if you want to have a check how we can identify fraudulent job offers. So first we should never click on any URL from our phone or from our phone or device, because that is the most important. That is the trick that they use. And when you open any website, make sure that it has a HTTPS. This is one of the important thing. It should have HTTPS. When you receive an email from government, make sure that the address at the end should show as GOV. So these are the important points that we should take into account to identify fraudulent job offers. So moving forward, when you receive an email, make sure that when it has a click or button, do not click it directly, because normally we have a tendency to just directly click when we see any link, apply now or something. So do not directly click on that. Type the URL manually, like example HTTPS, then /iccbank.com. Type like that. Don't directly click. Next is, if someone is asking for money, do not send it using your phone. Always use computer. And next is, never give your password or pin number to anyone. This is most important. Never share your password or pin numbers, credit card or ATM or bank details. Do not share that. Next is, never give your passport or original certificates. Never share your original certificates or any original documents unless you verify that this is the authentic person or authentic organization or authentic group is calling. Unless and until you are able to verify that, do not share these important documents. Other things that they follow, other techniques that they follow for fraudulent job offers or fraud job offers are they use phishing or they use the social engineering. Find out if the email is genuine. Like how do you find out? Like normally from the source email, from the mail, from the source where the email you received. Do not share this personal information. As I mentioned before, do not share the credit card or debit card or ATM details, ATM card details or anything, debit card details. CVV number, that is also a 3-digit number that we have on all the cards. So never share that. Never share OTP also. So this one-time password, whatever we receive, do not share it with anyone. Do not disburse any payment. Do not disburse, as mentioned, do not disburse any payment unless until you verify that it is a genuine or authentic person. Because nowadays we have Google and so many places that we can go and conduct research about the company. If you receive any calls from any company, you can just conduct a thorough research of the company on Google or any place. We have so many tools that we can use, and check reviews online. Always go and check reviews about the company. Conduct a thorough background research of the recruiter. What we have an option to check on about the background research of the recruiter also. We can just go and search by the name or company name, then we will get the complete details online. Because most of the recruiters, or maximum all the recruiters, will have their account on LinkedIn or other places. So we can do a background check. Always do a background check. Since we are using phones for bank transaction, never click any URL from phone. That's what I mentioned before. Do not click any URL using your phone, because no, all bank transactions, because everything is online now. We are using phones for bank transaction. Never click any URL or any link from your phone. Money, the important thing for the background or important thing why all these techniques are done for fraudulent job offers only for money. Everyone here or everyone is trying to make money, including us, but the way that they're following is incorrect. Do not create avenues where someone else is stealing your money, like by clicking on unusual links or uh, the links that you're not known. Do not click directly from your phone, because these are the tricks that they follow for stealing our money. If someone is giving an unusual offer, so the main intention behind that or intent behind that is they are trying to steal money from us, or they are trying to steal the important information from us. If someone says us that I will give you an offer, you pay 2,000, you pay 5,000, you pay 10,000, and they mention that they will give you a job opportunity or job offer in a good company or big four companies, do not go by that, because no companies take money. We don't have to pay money for joining a company. So be careful. That is an important thing, because there are so many consultancies, there's so many firms, or there are so many person who calls and tell you give me 2,000, you give me 5,000, you give me 10,000, I will give you a job, and that to whatever position you want, whatever designation you want, I will give you. So money is always a trap for unemployed youth, and the offer that they give will be unusual offers. They will for a fresher they will tell you they will pay 50,000, 40,000. These are unusual offers. So do not get into that trap. Sometimes there are also fake postings. They started posting fake postings on LinkedIn also, because that is a platform where all the professionals are there, where most of the youths are there. So this is also a platform that we are using for fake posting, fake job offers. So be cautious of that. So next is, there are so many job melas, fraudulent job melas that are being conducted, and there are so many fraud NGOs that are being created. What is the intention is to loot the unemployed youth, because there are so many unemployed youth, so they have created fraud NGOs also. Fraud websites are also created. They have also created fraud websites to steal our personal information, bank details or personal information. There are also so many fraud HR agents also. They are waiting to steal our hard-earned money. So be cautious of these job melas, NGOs, fraud websites, fraud HR agents. Now, how to identify them? So these are the red flags or red alerts that we can use to identify the frauds. You have never applied for a job, but still you get an offer letter mentioning that you have been selected. You have been selected. You get an email. You get a phone call, and what is the intention is they get your information from job websites. There are job websites from which they get your email or phone number, and they call you and offer. They will call you, or they email you mentioning this is a great job opportunity for you. And research yields no results. When you go and verify on different websites, Google or any other place, Yahoo or any other place, you see no result. You can't verify their information. You can't verify from the place that you got the offer. And if you are still unsure, always CGC is there, Career Guidance Council. Always feel free to contact them. And suspicious URL, like if you see this URL, it mentions as HTTP. Normally, it should have a HTTPS. So this is a red alert. You can identify with that. Then old job news also circulating, going on. They start circulating the same old job news again and again. If you are constantly checking social media, monitoring social media, you will understand there are so many old job offers or old job news that will be circulated again and again. So these are few red alerts or red flags that you can use to identify the frauds. The unusual job descriptions. They also provide a job description which is somewhat unusual, and emails sent by them look unprofessional. So if you see the emails that they don't follow any standard format of professional way when they are sending an email, when you look at that, you will find that it is an unusual or unprofessional email. The interview calls through messages. They have also started messaging, mentioning that this is an interview call for a big firm or some job offer they will provide in the messages also. And because of this COVID or because of this COVID, these things have increased more. And because the market is in boom, these frauds are happening more. Offering job without even meeting you in person. As you know, because of this COVID, they have started. This is a good opportunity for them. Without meeting in person, they will provide you a job offer. So, a few more red alerts or red flags. If you see, this is a very usual thing. If you see freshers job, it will be mentioned, and when you click on that, it may lead to a fraud website. Nothing authentic. It will be a fake or fraud websites. And the next is using the names of well-known job portals like fake domains like Naukri services at naukriOutlook.com. This is a phishing or impersonation that they use. So this is also a red alert that they use Naukri.com or Monster.com or some other well-known job portals they use, and they fool us. A job offer looks authentic, like it is not really sent from the company registered email. Normally, if it is a genuine or authentic job offer, we normally receive from the respective company registered email IDs. So, for example, if I give it is from Deloitte, so it mentioned Deloitte.com. It's from Synchrony, it mentions Synchrony.com or Aspire.com, something like so. Any other company you take, it has a registered email address. So they normally do not send from a company registered email. It looks authentic job offer, but it is not sent from a company registered email ID. So always be cautious about this. Then they ask for money and mention normally that if you pay now and once you join within 1 month or within 15 days, we will refund the amount. So this is again a red alert for us. And freshers, these are confused. So they're confused because of this, so many fraud happening. So they lose interest because of all these above things that we discussed just now. And there are also scenarios where experienced people are also being cheated. Not only freshers, experienced also are cheated, because we are some few people are, or most of them are not aware of these red alerts or red flags. So more red alerts. Why do they do such things? What is the intention behind, or what is the reason behind? What is the reason for doing all these things? So the first thing that we know is it is always for money. Second is need data collection. So they also want to take our data for marketing. Next is misuse of our documents. They misuse our documents, photo, passport, certificates, and Aadhaar card, personal information to do identity theft. Next is they look for confidential information, like normally they will ask your credit card details, OTP, debit card number or CVV number, Aadhaar card number, PAN card number. So these are all red alerts. Then next is asking for personal information. Lot more than your name, email ID, phone number. That is still fine. If they're asking your name, email ID, phone number, that is still fine. But they start asking more personal information. Mistakes in text and grammar. So if these are fake or unauthentic job offers, by seeing only we can identify. There will be so many mistakes in text and grammar. I will also show later in the later session, in the later part of the session, how it shows mistakes in text or grammar. When they send a job offer or advertisement, they will have it will have too many mistakes. A normal capital small, they don't look into that because these are all fake offers. And then free internship, they will provide mention that we will provide free internship at big MNCs. Then no hiring criteria. So without an interview, they will offer you job on the spot job offer that too. The next is offering unrealistic salaries. They will provide you a salary beyond your expectation. Like I mentioned, it should be somewhat like monthly 10,000, but they will provide you mentioning we will give 50,000 for a fresher's job or something. So unrealistic salaries they will offer, and that is a bigger that is an important red alert for us, because as per market or as per business market or professional market, there every company has standards and every designation or every role has a standard salary or standard compensation, but they will provide you unrealistic salaries. And that too, they will mention working from home is also offered. Because of this corona, there are more chances of fraud. So these are a few red alerts or how frauds are happening in different countries. Like they use different tactics in different countries. So if we go take two examples, like how they do in US, how they do in India. So about India, we know like the fraud, they take our number and somehow they call us, mention that we have a job for you. And in reality, these are fake or unauthentic. The main intention is to try to steal your money. And there are many people who have already lost their hard-earned money. On the other side, if you see in US, no one gives fake job offers. The recruiters directly they do call and send recruiters call and send emails. 99% of them are genuine. So the tactics or the techniques that they use are different. What they do is fraud people. They make a phone call in US and they tell us. They tell people there mentioning that we are from tax department, and they ask us to transfer money or provide money in gift card. That is this common fraud in US. So these are different tactics or different things that they follow. So it changes from fraud or fraudulent job offers. It changes from country to country. So we took two examples, US and India. So freshers. So many of the freshers, like they pass out from engineering, they pass out from graduation, and many of the freshers do not know about job market, and they also do not know about the recruitment process. So that is the reason. That is the reason behind we are conducting such sessions or important topics that we take and we do sessions. And we are trying to inform. What is our intention? Is we are trying to inform freshers what fraud or how what are the red alerts, how the fraud are being waiting for us, waiting for the freshers to bite them and chew them. What are the fraudulent job melas, or how we have fraudulent jobs that are waiting in the market. Similarly, nowadays there are many immigration processes. They have also started immigration process that are fraud, completely fraud, and these are done by fake consultancies. Like if we see an example, this is how it mentions: dear patron, for PRN jobs in Canada, matching your profile, attend our immigration webinar that is scheduled today. And they mentioned the website. If you see, it is mentioned as HTTP. And if you note, this is the incorrect. The URL should be HTTPS. And when these things happen, so when the market is in boom or when the market is really tight, these fraud people use that and exploit the weakness of these unemployed youths. So when the market is in boom, or when we have these corona situations or these work from home and online, everything has been done online, so there are more chances. And sometimes when market is also really tight and there are very few openings in the market, then these fraud people take advantage of this. So at the end, like the way to get started, like stop the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing it. Whatever you want to do, try and start doing it and quit talking. I will also show you a few examples. These are the practical emails or practical examples that I have. So this is one of the example. First, this is how it will they will mention you are selected from work from home. You are selected for the work from home job, and the salary that they will mention is 9,000. And if you notice here, they don't review also when they are sending these job offers. If you see, this is capital, this is numbers, and they are mentioning as a daily salary of 9,000. And we see the second example, second live example, they are mentioned as dear job seeker, we are correctly, if you notice here, they have mentioned correctly reviewing, correctly recruiting foreign workers in various positions, that to a monthly salary of 9,500. And they mentioned free accommodation, free food, and official car with maintenance, no government deduction. From out of your salary, there is no government deduction, and free visa documents to employees who reside outside United States. And if you notice, this is it's mentioned correctly, and it should be we are currently recruiting foreign. So these are small mistakes, but we can, if we are aware, then we can easily identify. Like this, you see, they have mentioned home job offer, and here they mentioned is correctly recruiting. So these are the red alerts or red flags. Next is, if you notice, dear Khader, we have an urgent opening for senior manager. They have mentioned the role as senior manager, and the salary they have mentioned is in Indian rupees, that to 32 lakhs to 52, 56 lakhs. And the experience that they are mentioning is so from 1 year to 30 years, anyone can apply. If it is genuine, this like this, it will not be mentioned. This is absolutely a fake job offer. And location that they are mentioning is Canada. We find your experience and skills matches to the requirements of the role, and we plan to close the positions in next couple of days. So this is also red alert. They are mentioning that they want to close all these positions in next couple of days. And to apply for the job, click on apply or reply button. So don't click on the links directly. Job description. We have a vacancy account according to your job role in Canada. And the salary that they are mentioning is 32 lakhs to 56 lakhs as per negotiation with the employer. Job details. So as per your profile, we have a job on a permanent basis. We require a minimum of graduation or diploma. That can be a regular or full-time also. A minimum of 2 years experience in the relevant field. And candidates will be shortlisted as per their current. So this is one of the interesting job offer that they have mentioned, that the role is in Canada and it matches your experience and skills. And they have also provided a apply or reply button. So this is a interesting job offer, fake job offer. And always make sure that you identify by this HTTP or versus HTTPS. This is an important point that you have to make. This is the one that we already looked in, we have already checked. So this is all I had. Any questions? Please feel free to reach out to CGC. CGC is always there, and these sessions are being conducted so that freshers or experienced people are aware what are the red alerts or what are the techniques that that people are using, fake people or fraud people are using. And with the market in boom or when market is tight, these all fake techniques have been used. So always, if there is anything, please feel free to reach out to CGC. We are always there. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. And Shoaib, over to you.
Okay, Abdul Kader bhai, thanks for the webinar and sharing useful insight. So I will just open for the participant actually. Any question do you have on this? Let me just give an option to you to unmute also. You can put your question on the chat window also. So you can unmute. Fasibai, if you also want to add some points, feel free to add.
Let them ask questions first.
So anyone has faced any experience dealing with the fake jobs? I hope some of the points which Mohammed Abdul Qadir Bhai gave, hopefully that would be helpful to you.
Sir, I have a question. Can I
Yes.
ask?
Yes.
How we can ascertain the genuinity or authenticity of this URL? Suppose if you want to confirm the ICICI Bank, we don't know the exact URL or website. So how we can confirm whether the requested job offer is received from authentic or not? Hope you got my question.
Yeah, yes. We got your question. So the
Yes.
important point you have to remember is, for example, you have received an email saying that it's from bank, right? You know all the popular banks. Those who are not talking, they can just mute. We'll give you a chance to unmute again.
Okay.
So what I'm telling is, for example, you have an account in HDFC Bank. You don't have to click on a link in your email saying that HDFC Bank. You know HDFC Bank website. Close that email, go to browser, open the link if you already know. If you don't know already, for example, I have received a job offer in ICICI Bank and I have never visited their website, right? So what you should do is go to google.com and say ICICI Bank, search for ICICI Bank. Google is going to give you a link. Instead of clicking the link from the email or phone, you search by yourself and click the link. Google is not going to give you a fraud URL. For example, someone says there is a Hafta Bank, for example. There is no bank called Hafta Bank. Even if you search in Google Hafta Bank, you are not going to get any URL. If it is a fraud, Google is not going to give you a URL. If it is not a fraud, Google is going to give you a URL. And all the popular banks, popular websites, popular companies, for example, there is a Wipro.com. Wipro is not a fraud. Everyone knows. Even if Wipro is not a fraud, don't click on a email link. Any link in email or a WhatsApp message or Facebook message, do not click. The bottom line is clicking the link is going to lead a fraud. But every link may not be a fraud, but don't take chances. So what you should do is, if you already know the website, type the website name by yourself in the browser and go there. If you don't know the website, go to google.com and then search. Bing.com and search. Bing or Google are not going to give you a fraud link compared to email giving a fraud link, right? That is number one. And the number two is, when you know someone is sending a fraud email saying that there is a job offer, you have to search by yourself. For someone is saying that Baker.com is a company name. Go to Google and find out, is there a company called Baker.com? No. If it is not there, Google is not going to give. If there is a real genuine company called Baker.com, you go to Google or Bing.com, you will search. When you search, you will definitely get a website. And from the website, you will be able to see whether the website has only one single page or website has like 100 pages. If website is showing you some 100 pages, which means there is some information. And also, if there is a company called Baker.com, they will have some information on LinkedIn.com. They have some jobs posted on Naukri.com, MonsterIndia.com, or MonsterUS.com, otherwise NaukriGulf.com. So if any company is genuine, they have more information on websites, they have more information on LinkedIn, they have more job postings in other websites like Monster.com, other websites. So that way you have to find out whether the company is genuine or not, that email is genuine or not. Even after all that research, you are not able to find real information, come back to us. CGC is here to help you. Hope I answered your question.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm clear. I got it.
Next question.
Yes, Talking about LinkedIn, I've also often seen a few of them, few of the pages coming for the work from home opportunities. Few of them are posting that, where they have mentioned that there is an opportunity to earn like 30,000, 50,000. So how genuine they are on LinkedIn? I mean, on a website like LinkedIn, I believe there is also a possibility to have some kind of an incorrect information posted on LinkedIn as well, or is it just to attract? Or I wouldn't say that it could be really authentic as well. So gives a doubt.
No, definitely LinkedIn is authentic website, but these days everyone wants to make money. So to fool us and rob us, to cheat us, to loot us, to get the money from our wallet, they might open some fake information on LinkedIn also. There is a possibility. Definitely there is a possibility. And in case if you see any doubt or red flag, you can contact CGC, and CGC is going to help you find out whether it is real or genuine or not. But if someone is trying to give you an offer, work from home, all work from home offers are not fraud. The bottom line, just remember. There may be a fraud, and as he was mentioning in the slide somewhere, the if you see unusual offer, for example, work from home in the market, people are earning only 5,000 to 10,000. For example, I'm just giving an example. I don't know how much. If they are offering only 5,000 to 10,000, if someone is offering you 1 lakh rupees per month, it's definitely a fraud. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to ask anyone. You see the difference? But if everyone is offering 5,000 rupees and someone on LinkedIn is also offering 5,000 rupees, even if it is they are offering 7,000 rupees, little extra, 10% extra, 20% extra, that may not be a fraud. But if you have a doubt, don't hesitate to come back and ask CGC. We are here to help. CGC is there only for helping people, making sure you are going to get some kind of a livelihood, some kind of a job, some kind of a career, some kind of education. We are here to help. But there are some red flags which you don't have to come to CGC. As I said, everyone is getting working from home, 10,000 rupees, and someone is offering you 1 lakh rupees. That means there is a fraud there. And even if someone is posting on a LinkedIn, you can also again go back to Google and search whether such company is existing. Do they have any business? If they don't have any business, then there is no company, which means they might be a startup company. They don't have a real website or something, but it can also be a fraud. But if you have any doubts, come back to CGC and ask. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Next.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Well,
Yes, I am a fresher, sir. Is it good to have a bond or without bond? It is a good for job purpose, which is safe.
majority of the time, you are not supposed to do any bond. But if you know a company, for example, I did by myself. I'm giving my personal example. When I was looking for a job in 1999, 23 years ago, I worked for a company, and the company, they did not take any bond from me, but they took my original certificate. So why did they take original certificate? Because people were just leaving within 3 months, 6 months after learning something, they will leave. I did not leave because I know that company. I have known that company for a long time. So I gave my certificate to them, but I did not write any bond. I did not give any money. And I have joined their company, and they are the one who sent me to US. So sometimes you have to be a little patient. Sometimes you have to trust people, but not always. Unless you know, don't do those things. I did it. I'm giving my personal experience, but not everyone is genuine. If you know they are genuine, do it. And I will give another personal example where the company was ditching people. One of my college lecturers, my own college lecturers, I have seen him for all my engineering time. And he started his own company, and I gave him 10,000 rupees, and he said he's going to give me a job. He did not give. So I have both experiences. I gave 10,000 rupees in 1998 or 1999, and he did not give me a job. And he was saying that, oh, I'm going to give you a training. After the training, I'm going to give you a job. So he was just bluffing. I went to his company. I stayed like morning to evening every day in his company as if I'm working for him. And he did not give me a work. He did not give me a job. He did not give me a training. He just ditched me. I have an example where I got fooled by my lecturer, my college lecturer. And I have another example where I have given my 10th class certificate. I worked for that company for 1.5 years, and they are the one who processed my US visa for free. I did not pay a rupee, single rupee. Even the visa fees, application fees, they are the one who paid. So you have to be a little careful, and you have to be a little patient. And to file the H1 for coming to US, they took almost 1 year. So for 1 year, I was not sure they are going to file or not, but eventually they did. So we have to be a little careful. We have to be vigilant about these fraud people. And even if you are paying money, don't pay a lot of money. For example, paying 5,000 rupees versus 5 lakh rupees. If you lose 5,000 rupees, sometimes it may be okay. But if you lose 5 lakh rupees, earning and saving 5 lakh rupees, it takes years, right? So be careful. And come back to CGC if you have any questions.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else?
So any other job related question, if you have, feel free to ask. If any question while searching a job, or which, like in which direction to set up a career, so likewise also you can ask.
And as you see on the screen, just he was explaining just now, do not give your personal information, especially the credit card number, the bank account number, PIN number. These things you will never give. And if you see any fraud, URLs, never click from your phone. Why you are not supposed to click from phone? Okay, I'm just giving you an opportunity to answer my question. Don't click any link from the phone. Only click from the computer. Why? Tell me why. One of you.
Our personal information can get hacked, like bank details or any other information.
Why not from the computer?
Now on the link, they may have a spyware that gets installed in the background. If you just click the link in the email, is what I understand. And then they can extract your personal information, what is there on your system, because that happens in the background. You do not even know. It's kind of a spyware or malware.
Right, but that can also happen in computer, but there is a difference. These days we have, for example,
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me, can it say something?
Yeah, please.
I think most of the mobile numbers are linked with banks, so it gets connected to your bank details. That could be the answer for that.
Right, that is also right. There is one more thing. In your phone, you have all the contact information of your friends, your family members, all associated with your phone, and computer is not associated. Number one is what you are told is number one. This is second. And the third thing is you have bank apps. You have all the bank apps, and sometimes we save information on the phone saying that, oh, this bank app is trusted. So I just open, I'll use it. And for example, you have Swiggy app to deliver something, right? So there are so many things which are saved on your phone. And these hackers, they are hacking these days phones more than laptops and computers. In like 30 years ago, There was no mobile phone, there was no smartphone. They used to hack only computers. These days, they are hacking only the mobile devices more and desktops and laptops less. Rarely you will see someone is hacking a laptop or a desktop compared to hacking the phone, because they are getting a lot of information, lot of fraud. They are able to exploit a lot of people by hacking phones compared to hacking the laptops and the desktops. So first of all, never click any link from either desktop or the laptop or the phone. But at the same time, from the phone, 100% no. Even if you know anything, even if you have 100% sure, don't open from the phone, open from your computer or a desktop. But in case if you are doing something, for example, as I said, some company, it looks like a fraud, Vekar.com, I am searching in a phone versus I am searching in a computer. Searching in a computer is safer compared to searching from the phone. And one other example on the screen, there is a .gov. For example, you are trying to apply for a US visa. When you are opening a website, even if Google is showing you, for example, I'm searching on a Google saying that apply for US visa, apply for Australian visa, apply for UK visa. You will see 100 websites. There is only one or two websites which have .gov extension. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you are doing some official business, the official business happens with the government. Official business doesn't happen with a .com website or .org website, right? So when you are trying to search for official information, I am trying to endorse my certificates. I want to go to Saudi Arabia or UAE or some Gulf country. In most of the Gulf countries, they want to have a certificate attestation. The certificate attestation happens through the government, Ministry of External Affairs or Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education is not going to create a website with .com extension or .org extension. The government website, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Education, all these websites will have .gov extension. If American government is giving you a visa, Australia's government is giving you a visa, their website will end with .gov. So .gov is important for you. When you are looking for any official information, .gov is important, right? Someone is saying there is a job offer in Oracle. So you have to go to Google and search for Oracle website or Oracle jobs. You will see then only one Oracle website. If someone is creating a fraud website and sending you email, they might create my Oracle, here Oracle, some Oracle. Oracle is there, but there will be some spelling mistake. Instead of ORA, there may be ORE, Oracle. So you will not be able to figure out those things, but Google is going to do that. So you have to remember the website spelling are correct, and there is a HTTP versus HTTPS. And also if it is a government website, there is .gov. So .gov is important when you are doing any official information. And the last point I was just now mentioning, never give your passport or original certificate unless you verify their authenticity. I'm not saying never give a original certificate to anyone. I'm not saying never give a passport. Somewhere you have to give a passport. For example, my uncle was going to Saudi Arabia. It was long ago, like 25 years ago. Me and him, we both went to Mumbai, and there was an agent called Jerry Varghese Consultants. Jerry Varghese Consultants or Ghiwala, these two agents, even they are there today also. They have a very good reputation. Many of the Gulf opportunities come to those consulting companies. And the important point to remember here is they did not ask us for the passport unless they are sure you are going to Saudi Arabia, right? So these people are not going to cheat you even if you want them to cheat you, because their reputation is on the line. They are in the business for 20 to 30 years, maybe 40, 50 years, because I'm talking about from like 1995 to 2022. Already 25 years they are in the business. I know about them. Even before that, they are popular websites. They are popular consulting companies. In those days, there was no website. So there was always in person. So when the interview is done, they asked for the passport, and they took the passport, they processed the visa, and the visa processing fees in 1995, they have took 15,000 rupees. 15,000 rupees to go to Saudi Arabia, which is nothing, peanuts in those days. And even if they took those 15,000 rupees, they took those 15,000 rupees after processing the visa, and they are giving you the ticket in your hand. Passport and ticket, they're handing you. At that time, they took 15,000 rupees in the form of demand draft, not cash. So all the big companies don't take cash. They are going to take the money in the form of a demand draft. Demand draft cannot be a fraud, right? And remember, big companies are not going to do fraud, but don't click on any link thinking that this is the big company website. Go to Google, search for the company name, and you know for sure it is the company, then do it. And how do you know whether it is a big company or a small company? Come to CGC and ask. I got this offer, and is it really a big company? Because many of the freshers coming from the college, they don't even know what company is big company, what company is reputed company, what company is going to do the fraud. So we are here to help from our past experience, because we got cheated. I'm not saying we are the so very good person, we are the genuine people. We got cheated, and we know how people are going to cheat. We are trying to make sure you don't get cheated like us. That's all. Any questions? One suggestion for Abdul Khader, can you share the screen? You are showing some kind of a fraud offers, but you did not share the screen at that time. Instead of sharing this PowerPoint, go and share your screen. He got very good fraud offer examples.
Are you able to see the screen now?
No, we are seeing only your PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, just a minute. I think let me stop and reshare just a minute.
Yeah. Stop and share again. Yeah, see, this is the one I want to see. And if you see the spelling here, job offer, there is a J0B. They do it always or not, we don't know, but sometimes you will see these kind of fraud things, and you see you are selected. There is no YOU. The person is typing as if he is a 10th fail candidate, and he is typing as if he is doing chatting with his friend. This is not a job offer. This is a fraud, because these guys are illiterate. These guys are uneducated. They don't have any university degree. They are creating some kind of a fake job offer to ditch you, to loot you, to cheat you, to take money from you. That's why they are creating, and they are in so hurry. They don't know what they are typing. They don't even know the spelling of the word. Even if the computer is going to give you a spell check option, even if the phone is giving you a spell check option, these guys are in so hurry to make money that they forget to use those options of spell check and all those things. They will create some fraud job offer and they send it to you. So remember, if there is a spelling mistake, definitely it's a red flag. Recruiting foreign workers in various positions, $9,500. So if you see here, $9,500 per month is a lot of money. No one is going to give you a fresher. And first of all, you did not apply for a job. You did not attend an interview. And someone is offering you $9,500 per month. It's a joke. And here, if you see free accommodation, free food, official car, it's all nonsense. In US, no company is going to give you an accommodation. No company is going to give you a free food. And even if the company is going to give you a car, they are going to give you a rental car for 1 or 2 days. That's all. So you have to know in which country, what kind of offers are available. For example, in US, there is no free food and free accommodation. But there are such offers in Gulf countries, free food and free accommodation. So there is nothing called one size fits all. If someone is saying something, you have to verify with people like CGC, right? In CGC, we have experienced people from Gulf countries, experienced people from US, experienced people from all over the world. So if you have got any offer, you can come back and verify with us, and we will tell you whether that free food is correct in Gulf, whether that free food is fraud in US. Because I have both examples here. But you don't have, you are a fresher, you just came out of the college, you don't have any experience, your parents, your family members, none of them have an experience to help you. So when you got an offer, you have to come to us and verify with us. If you don't know, if you know, then fine. If you don't know, then be careful. And if you see here another offer, experience, he's saying 1 to 30 years. This is just a fraud, big fraud, because he want to ditch the person who has 1 year experience. He want to ditch the person who has 15, 18, 25 years of experience. He want to exploit everyone. So if a real company is offering a job, they will say experience 5 to 7 years, experience 9 to 10 years, experience 8 to 12 years. They will not say, I'm going to ditch even if you have 1 year experience or 25 years of experience. This is a big red flag. Experience 1 to 30 years means he is planning to loot everyone possible in the market. And that if you see that salary number, it's too much. 32 lakhs, right? 56 lakhs. And if you see, he is saying job is in Canada, and he is saying the salary is Indian rupees. If job is in Canada, the salary will be mentioned in dollars. Forget about it. If someone is converting the dollars into Indian rupees, why are we doing? He is so kind enough. I don't know how to convert. What happens if the dollar value goes down after sending the email? So the people who are sending a genuine offer, they are going to specify the dollar in local currency. It can be dirham, it can be dinar, it can be real, it can be dollar. It won't be in Indian rupees. They might specify in pound if it is a UK job. So remember the currency of the country and also what is mentioned in the job offer. If someone is mentioning the job offer Indian rupees, which means it's a fraud. They don't have to convert for me. I know how to convert.
So there is a question that which are the genuine job portals, which the
So
rely.
we had one session specifically on job portals, and it is recorded. It might be available on YouTube. But for your question, I am answering. There are 2-3 genuine portals which we know, and more you can tell Shoaib and Khader. So one is LinkedIn.com, monsterindia.com, Naukri.com, NaukriGulf.com. There are other portals, right, Shoaib?
So these are most famous, or most people know about this Naukri.com and Monster.com and LinkedIn. So these are most of the people are familiar with this.
Yeah. So LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster, Fresher, we have Fresher World, Fresher Life, Time, Shine. So many portals are there. Even I see Telangana, they have durgaljobs.com. So, but Naukri, Monster, I see they are very much reliable website. LinkedIn is very much reliable website.
And Naukri and Monster, these two websites I am using for last 25 years. They are there even before that, but I am using for 25 years.
And one of the things that I missed to say, we have a website called glassdoor.com, so where you can go and check company reviews, ratings, and all reviews will be mentioned, all comments will be mentioned. So this is one of the important website, glassdoor.com. So always go and check reviews, company reviews, and understand if this is a genuine company or not?
Yeah, from Glassdoor, you can get two things. Number one, you will be able to find out whether the company is genuine or not. And the second thing is what kind of practices that company has. Some companies will have some kind of a discrimination. Some companies have all the bad managers. They always do some kind of a fraud. They are not going to give you a salary on time. They are going to give you a job. They are going to give you a work. They will give you a salary, but salary is not going to come on time. They will pay you a salary, but they are not paying taxes to government, and after that they might close. So these reviews are going to help you whether you have to join that company or not, because you have an experience, you have a knowledge, you have very good degree. That's why any company can offer you a job. And why you want to join a company which is going to create problems for you, right? So Glassdoor.com is going to give you information about that company and their best practices, what kind of people are working in that company, what kind of management they have, who are the owners, whether they have income or not. And even if you do want to do further research, you can find out whether that company has the shares and whether the share value is going up or down. For example, some company is going for last 3 years, every year their share value is going down, their products are not getting sold. Don't join that company. And give example, Kodak, always give an example of Kodak and Nokia. So Kodak is the company which was hiring people. What is happening is no one is buying the Kodak printing paper. Kodak, what is it called? The printer, Kodak printer, Kodak camera. People stopped buying those products, and they are still hiring people. Don't join that company because they are giving you an offer. It's a big company. They have business, but their business is going down. If their business is going down, if you join that company, soon they are going to fire you, even if they don't want to fire you. They like you, they like your work, you have very good experience. The companies have very good reputation, but the company is going down. So you don't want to sail a board into a ship which is going to sink soon, right? So remember that. So Glassdoor is going to help you in terms of company best practices and what kind of reviews they have. Other employees, company working for that company, are they happy or not? Any other questions?
Sir, if there is option of terminating, if we have bond also, they will terminate.
See, if company don't have money, they are going to terminate you. No matter you have a bond, you have some certificate or whatever, right? So if you are joining a startup company, a small company, which is not reputed, there is a possibility they will become big company and they will make you like a king, but there is a possibility they will go down. So small companies, startup companies, there is definitely a chance of growing and going down. So you are taking a risk. If you don't have any other offer in your hand, no one is giving you an offer, you can try the small company also. And within 2-3 years, within 3 months, you will be able to see whether that company is making business or not, they have money to pay the salaries or not. If you see there are some red flags after joining the company also, you can leave. But if you have written a bond, you have gave some money, you have give certificates, then there is a problem. So that's why whenever someone is asking for money or bond or certificates, just don't throw it out unless you know for sure 100% what they are doing is right. Right? I gave you my own example. My college lecturer started a company and it's a genuine company. It's not like they are doing fraud. They were sending people to US. Almost 1 or 2 people were going to US at that time in those days. They were doing very good, but they ditched me. So I'm saying there is a possibility of people giving you a hard time. You have to be careful. It's your money, your certificate, your life. Don't try to become a scapegoat. You remember recently there was a news. One company in Hyderabad took 2 lakh rupees from each person, ditched 400 people, some crores of rupees, and they have opened an office as if it looks real. And in that office, they were giving some kind of a work, some kind of a salary for 2, 3 months, 6 months or something. Then they closed it. I don't remember. There was a news recently.
Yes, sir, it was correct. The information which you have told.
Yeah. Any other questions? And on your screen, if you see, he is talking about the immigration webinar. You want to know about immigration, go to that particular country website. I want to go to Canada. There is a Canadian immigration website. I want to go to UK. There is a UK immigration website. You want to go to Australia, Australian immigration website. Netherlands immigration website. Germany immigration website. Every country has immigration website, and that website is going to give you authentic information. Any agent, even if you know that agent for 100 years, even if that agent is your neighbor, he is not going to give you the authentic information compared to that website which is giving you, because the information is changing every day. The laws are changing every day. The rules are changing every day. And those rules might not be up to date with your neighbor who is agent with experience. What I'm saying is, if you want to get the authentic information, go to authentic website. Of course, you can contact your neighbor. He is a immigration consultant for last 30 years. He do have a lot of experience, but he might make mistakes unknowingly. He don't know he's making mistake. I'll give you an example. One of my known person, he came to US recently, and he said there is a university in US, and he is going to get the admission in that university. After coming here, we contacted that university. Me and him together, we contacted the university, and the university said your IELTS score is less than 6.5, and we cannot give you an admission. This guy in sitting in Hyderabad giving him an advice saying that, oh, you will get an admission in the university. But after coming here, we realized that he bluffed it. He don't even know what is the admission criteria in that university. Minimum is 6.5. And he is saying for 6.2 also you will get the admission. See, that's why you have to contact the authentic person. You want to get an admission in university. University has its own website. On website, there is information. And if the information is not available on the website, there will be a contact phone, email address or a phone number. Send an email to university saying that I am planning to get an admission in your university. What is the admission criteria? What is the IELTS score? Whether IELTS is required or not? Whether IELTS is acceptable or not? Duolingo is accepted or not? TOEFL is accepted or not? GRE is accepted or not? What is accepted? If it is accepted, what is the acceptable score? So get the information from authentic sources, immigration websites, university websites, and all the authentic information. In case if you don't find the information, come back to CGC. Otherwise, contact them through email or phone.
Assalamualaikum.
Yes.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, I am from Guntur, sir. Mohammed Farooq.
Yes.
So I would like to know, first of all, thank you so much for this wonderful webinar to make aware about the people regarding to this foreign education and abroad opportunities, scholarships and all. Sir, I would like to know that how the embassy for Indian students to conduct the interviews, how we should prepare for the interviews, and what are the questionnaires should be facing towards that, and how to approach. So can you please give me some guidelines?
US visa interview?
No, sir.
Which interview you're talking about?
Like embassy interview, like SOP and all, recommendation letter. I'm not aware
Can
about
we,
that.
yeah, can we contact offline? I'll give you my email address here on my screen.
G.
Send it to everyone in the meeting.
So now August onwards, the process is going on. I think after the July, the fall season for USA.
Yeah. So I have a team of people to help you, not one person. So just contact me. I'm going to connect with the team. And we have conducted a session on that subject before. So
When it is, sir?
we did the session and it is recorded. It's online on YouTube. We'll go give you that information. I gave you my email address also on the.
Okay. Sir,
Okay,
is
so
there any recorded videos and program sessions or
yeah,
webinars or else some other
yes,
Zoom meeting? Can you please provide that? That can be helpful to know more details as well as to apply, like to the procedure we need to follow.
yeah.
So inshallah.
Send me email. I'm going to give you all the information, and in case needed, we have a lot of people who are having an experience in the domain. They are going to help you. I'm not trying to promise I will do it because I did not do it. The people who did recently, who got the visas and who got the admissions successfully, I'm trying to get the guidance from them instead of me. Okay.
Because some people they are copy paste SOP and ROL recommendation of
Right.
letters and all these
Got
things.
it.
But how I can
I
come up with my unique way that can university people will fall in eye.
we will
Inshallah, that make me to get a admission easily and start the procedure. So
we will help.
can I write the email, sir? This pasi.ayaj@gmail.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Jazakallah khair.
Right. So there was one other question here: how to identify a fraud email. So as I said in the beginning itself, from where ICICI Bank is sending you email, and the email address says so and so person at icicibank.com. So first of all, in ICICI Bank, there will be spelling mistakes. Number one. Number two, if a authentic person is sending email from ICICI Bank, what happens is they will say Raju at icici.com, for example. So a company is going to send an email with a company email address like accounts at icicibank.com, alerts at icicibank.com, otherwise manager at NRI at icicibank.com. They are not going to have like ABCD at icicibank.com. So in the beginning, if you see the person name is missing and there is a fraud person, there may be a fraud. Number one. Number two, spelling of the ICICI Bank can be wrong. And even if the email is coming through icicibank.com, do not click a link from the email. Bottom line. 2,000 rupees job registration fees, get appointment letter. That is